Welcome back, everyone. We are on episode 36, our last episode on Styx. I am Nyx, and I am so excited to have you guys here for this last episode. We are up in our Ring Lake area, and there's not too much to do. I've had the rest of our ore processing up. I don't know exactly what we're going to have to make with this, but my hope is that we don't have to leave this area and that we can do whatever we need to do from up here. But I wanted to make sure we had a little bit of steel to work with. We've got a large amount of things, so I think we'll probably do okay. It's mostly just that resin, which I made sure to grab some things. There we go. To start some resin creation, because we may or may not need exotics, I'm not sure. But this way we have some stuff to work with. A little sort there. Add some meat to our timer. That gives us 7 hours. We should be just fine with that. Beautiful. Our dear Moa is doing well. We have a few skills to finish up on, but we're getting where we need to go. All right. So let's go ahead and see what this last mission has in store for us, because I know we have to do some cave hopping, but I don't remember really past that. Something about an egg. We'll find out, I guess. Gossamer, the very last one. It does say it's only 2 skulls, but it is a tier 4, so we'll see what that creates.
Tissot never screw around.
Listen to this a few times. He doesn't have anything useful to say here, so.
You're here for Tissot, and if you get it right, they'll be there for you.
Alright, investigate the nearby cave. That is actually fairly nearby. Yeah, this one right up here. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and switch out our stuff so we can make it through the Arctic region. We'll wait on our water. Don't remember if I have... No, I just used all my oxide, didn't I? We'll be okay. I think that'll last us a good while. Let's grab his food. All of our weapons are fine. We really didn't use too much ammo last time around, so we're gonna run over to that cave and see what they're gonna have in store for us. I really feel like I mined out a lot of these ores and they refilled. I might be wrong, but seems like I had. Let's go ahead and give him some of that as well. Increase that stamina bar as much as we can. There's a lot of wheat up this way. Wasn't paying much attention before, but there's just piles and piles of wheat in this Ring Lake area. This is a little bit bittersweet, honestly, doing our last mission here. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to kind of keep moving on through all of our different maps and doing new things. But we have established ourselves very, very well on Styx and have some awesome homes and just overall been a really fun time recording and doing everything with you guys. So not that it's going to change. We're just going to start it all new with another one, but I get attached to things, man. And I am quite attached to our home here. I am still probably going to continue to be on this map with some of my breeding and trying to create the perfect Moa. Why I'm making the perfect Moa beats me, because realistically they are, while they were pretty great, we are a little bit short on food. I did not realize that. That's okay. While the Moas are useful, especially on Olympus, they are definitely the mount to use on Olympus outside of a buffalo. Not including ones that you can bring down from the workshop. But if we're just talking native species, they become a little less useful on Styx, but not much. I feel like them and the buffalo are still kind of that ideal mount to have. But man, as soon as you get to Prometheus and especially Elysium, they start to just not be as effective. I'd say the Ubis is the mount to have on Elysium to get around. They're just a little bit more, some people call them the attack moas, and I love them very much. It makes me quite sad that we can't breed them yet, but I'm sure it will come in a future update. But the raptors and the slinkers on Elysium have just made all other mounts virtually obsolete. They're just so beefy, but that's okay. They're abundant on this map, which is handy. No, I really don't know what we're getting into here, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. Doing all the region hopping. I am glad that the Wayfarer armor works so well out here in just the main forested areas, the Great River region, because trying to carry 3 different armors would be probably a bit annoying, honestly. Did I leave everything? No. Okay, I mostly cleared out my inventory. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Inventory. Oh, yes. Carrying 3 different armors would just... That's a lot of swapping back and forth. 2 is tedious enough for me. If you do the workshop armors, I feel like you don't have to. That's what we've been doing on Elysium for the most part. You just wear your workshop armor and you're good to go. Downside with that being that it's not really targeted toward the different regions. So, and you can't put attachments onto workshop armor. It's just what it is what it is. So I do think we'll eventually move out of our workshop armor, especially with Elysium having as fancy of new armors as it does. But for right now, I think that's the cave we're headed to. The workshop armor is working well enough for us there. But man, I do like the Wayfarer. I just feel like it's very effective. I don't think I ever noticed that like weird little patch on the back. I don't know. Some sort of armored section maybe. Protect the kidneys. Who knows? Yes, it is looking like that is our cave. Run around this little ledge. Let him get some stamina back in case we have to run away from something. Deer. I kind of want to leave him out here. I don't know what I'm getting into, so. I'm just going to have him stay there. That looks different. Okay.
What the hell happened here? There's rumors that exotics can affect living organisms. But this? I don't even know what to call this. But you got what you came for.
It's an egg. Alright, collect from the supply pod. Oh, they are being so nice to us. All right, just around the corner over here. They're never this nice to us. It's making me suspicious. Okay. Oh, heavy slot. Got it. Deploy the analyzer. I think we have our... whatchamacallit. Turn our thing off. We have our solar panel with us, so I think we actually can do that here. Assuming nothing's going to come after us. Power and place the egg inside. Alright, powered. Egg inside. Ooh, how long is this gonna take? Well, I suppose we'll just... I mean, it's not taking forever. What's gonna take... Oh. Destroy the first nest located on the map. Okay. God, is something gonna attack this? I didn't really think about that. Maybe we'll just put a couple little walls around it real quick. I don't know if something's gonna attack it or not. Where is my axe? Am I missing a thing? Hammer. Oh, there it is. Good grief. Don't mind me. It's like, please don't fall on my head. Okay. Let's do... just in case, because I just don't know. Salt. It'll probably be fine, but... Excuse me. Okay. We'll go with that. Here, buddy. You can carry some stuff. Looks like we're going to need to go back into our Arctic clothing, I think. Yeah. We'll loop this way. Put all of our stuff back. We'll just leave that out for now. Just since we're short some food puffs. Any berries over here? There's some berries. They don't last long, but they do give a little stamina. Okay. Let's find our way up to that first spot and see what it has in store for us. First nest has me wondering. But we're already almost a quarter of the way through. And it's not popped up with another one. So maybe there'll only be like 4? Seems like about what they would do. We'll see once we get to that 25% mark. Yeah. Second nest. Alrighty. Sounds like we have some running to do. I'm hoping all these caves are in the north. Fingers crossed. Pretty please. But we're not usually that lucky, so we might be doing a bit of a sprint around today. Looks like we're definitely going to be facing a boss based on color of these skulls. Oh, okay. It looks like we're kind of tracking around. That's not too bad. Is the boss in a cave? Or out of the cave? So many questions. Just in case. We're gonna keep him buffed up. Oh, we still have a little bit. Okay. Thought I was a lot closer than I was. Tusker. I was like, what is that? Interesting. There? Yeah, looks like it. We want to stay up. Kind of looks like it's going to be up. You know, I thought this went all the way through. I wonder if it does down there, maybe? It's a... Oh, there's lots of caves over here. Interesting. Well, unfortunately, I think that means we're not going to be able to just run right through. Okay. Moa, you are on stay. Destroy the nest. Okay. This game's got me paranoid. Ooh, Exotics. Oh my goodness. Let me up. Might as well grab these while we're here. I brought stuff to buff myself and then completely forgot what I was doing. Okay, well, I guess that's not too bad. Can I get through here? I really am not sure. We'll take a peek-see real quick, because I don't want to run all the way around if I don't have to. False. We do. We do have to run all the way around. Alrighty. Well, I suppose we can do that. Is that another cave? Goodness. Talk about a good area to get supplies at. Now, if I do remember right, the drop-in missions plop you up here sometimes. 50, yeah, we're gonna have 5, probably. 5 different nests to go to. Oh, they're gonna send us all the way down and around. Alrighty. Well, at least we're staying mostly Arctic, so we kind of have a generalized path to follow. We don't have to carry our analyzer with us, which is handy. We are going to run out of little daylight soon, I think. And I don't think I grabbed a wind turbine, which is unfortunate. We can always go take a nap if we really need to. We'll be close enough to our beds, our many, many beds that we have, that we can always just drop in if we need to and take a nap and get the sun back up. So I just don't think we're going to get all the way analyzed before that sun runs out. We shall see, though. Good grief. Everyone's just hanging out over here. All the snow moas you could ever want. And tuskers. I don't mind the Arctic moas. I think they do a little bit better in the cold as far as, like, their stamina. When you have that cold debuff, it takes quite a bit of their stamina away, so they're handy for that. But aside from that, I don't think there's really too much benefit in getting an Arctic moa over a normal moa. Forest moa, desert moa, whatever you want to call them. On the plus side, the sun should come down through this valley for a while, so I think we'll maintain sunlight for a decent length of time. Can I get around the side of the lake? I can. Spectacular. Yes, I know, I know. We're gonna save some of our buffs for later. Good mountain moa. Doesn't look like anything's tried to attack our stuff. Yeah, it's doing fine. So we'll just let it keep doing its thing. Hopefully we don't have to run back and grab the egg. That would be unfortunate. They also have some of those missions where the electrical requirement goes up continuously. And those are also not the greatest. Good night. Mr. Bear. I don't think I knew there was access. Oh, no, we're just that speedy. Okay. So we came through down here. That's why. Should have just kept running with the hot. Hopefully we can escape some storms for the most part. That would be appreciated. $71%? I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't think we're going to get lucky, but maybe we'll get lucky. All the way up around the corner. I wonder if all these caves are going to be identical. The first two were. Just keep running. This is the last section of the map that we have not explored yet. I think. Or no, we have explored this little section. We hadn't explored the opposite side. We're going the right way still, right? Yeah. All the way down there. Ugh. Alrighty. Could be worse. Could be better. If I'd made stairs up to that upper terrace, I would just run up that way, but alas, we did not. All the way down. Kind of wish that the skulls went away after you hit that map spot. Be a little less confusing. Alrighty. Oh, you're gonna make me carve my way in? Of course you are. Actually, now that I think about it, we can just sleep in a cave if we need to. This is the right one, right? Yeah. Gosh, this is a very thick wall. Yeah, it's looking mighty familiar. Alright, nothing's gonna bother him yet. Maybe I should switch to these. Probably gonna regret it, but... Ah! No, 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 no. Where did you come from? No! No. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's almost dead. Rude! Where did he come from? He lost us. Okay, we need... Good grief. I can't believe we... I thought it was going to be a... scorpion. Not a darn polar bear. He must have come for the wolf. Last time I leave you outside, gosh darn it. Alright. I told you guys as soon as I swapped. Is that not... that is.
Love your work.
Okay. Does it say 94%? We're close. I think we might actually manage to get this analyzed before the sun goes down. And some exotics while we're at it. The last nest location. All the way up there. Well, isn't that inconvenient? So we are going to have to go across. Well, I think we can make it to the next nest before the sun goes down. Right here. Or at least close to it. Turn off our light. I just don't have faith in this that it's not going to do something stupid to us. Okay. No more. Okay. It's analyzed. We're all set with that. I know. These darn wolves have like very, very close or very, very wide aggro zones. Yeah, I don't think it's worth trying to run all the way back into the Ring Lake area when we have our campfire. We can just sit and enjoy inside a cave. Do I still have tonics in here? Yeah, I knew that was gonna be an ouch. No, come back. Here. Can you stay here? Run faster, my friend. I don't think he's really running that much faster. Well, he might be. He might be getting a little bit further. You really had to run all the way across the map super frequently. Yeah, no, I think that is helping. You could use these. They don't last for super long, but they definitely do help you get around at least a little bit quicker. Okay, up and around. It's gonna be just a titch dark, but not too bad. The gruel only gives us improved resistance. It's probably the only reason he survived that polar bear. But it doesn't really help our stamina, so I guess I didn't really need to come up this way. Okay. Should be right here. Oh, I only don't have to carve into it, which would be great. Ooh, different type of cave. I think that's the first time we've had cave worms. Ah, here are the bees.
Nice work, friend.
More exotics. This will be nice. Ooh. And a single hit. Love that. So let's go ahead and drop our stuff really quick. Exotics in there. Okay. And then we need a bed. And we need a fire. And we need some wood. Maybe. There we go. Oh, I think you're in my, like, one spot I can put this bed. There we go. Wonderful. Nice and chilly. Alright, there's our next one. Let's go ahead and eat some food on our end. Hope you run fast. Off we go. Don't fall into any deep cracks, because I know they are out here. At least they kind of continue all on one path, and we're not having to like go back and forth and all around. We're actually going to be fairly close to home by the end of this. Pretty morning sun on Icarus. Where's that other planet? Okay, you can only see the other planets. Oh no, there's one there. So you can only mostly see them at night, apparently. Which that giant one kind of looks like Jupiter-y. I feel like you should see during the day. But that's just me. There's the cave we need. Our caves are getting different. All the worms. Okay, I think he'll be okay up there. There's some more exotics. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Aw, he's so supportive. Thanks, Saul. I don't really want to, you know, turn down the free exotics. They're right there. I might as well. Yeah, I know. No, let me up. Aha. Okay. Now this last one we can technically build up to, but I think it's just going to be easier because we have to span some pretty big gaps to get up that ice shelf. I think it'll be easier just to run around to our other base. Through here, and then up through that little section of desert and back. I think it's just going to get us there a lot quicker. Yeah, because we can... Base is right here, and we can come down and across. So I think this is going to go better for us. We'll be a little bit hot in the desert, but We won't be there that long, so it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I'm glad I guessed the right one. That would have been unfortunate. Alrighty. Though I did up my antibiotic pills, so there's that at least. Cat. One more stamina tonic. Oh, so much better when he's not in the Arctic. That stamina bar is massive when we're in an area that he's not freezing to death. Don't come through this way very often. Somewhere up here we should have a path through to go up. That was a bear. Just keep running. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I cannot believe we almost lost Alfie to a polar bear. My first alpha moa running around the last episode of a series. That would have been... That would have been bad. I kind of blacked out for a moment, honestly. I don't know even, like... I'm sure my face expressions were amazing. But... just the no, 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 no! Alright, up and around we go. I'm really hoping our lantern lasts us. I do have a animal fat lantern as well if we need to, but these electric ones are just so much better. Now, on a completely side note, I realized that I got all that stuff for the Corite boss items, but I haven't unlocked any of the Corite items because I haven't been to Olympus with this character. So we have special items, but they don't do anything for us. Now, I think we probably could put them into the organic residue cleanser and process them back into biomass, which all of those things only costed a single biomass. And I'm pretty sure some of that stuff, when you cleanse it, you get like more biomass per. I might be wrong. I might have to take a peek at it later, but I do wonder if you could kind of like farm biomass that way by selling it for items and then reprocessing those items. I don't know. Be interesting to look at. Oops. Need our light. We will be not hot very quickly. Yep, there we go. Switch back to the coffee. Now, something about this being the last cave. Why are you stuck on that? There we go. Destroy the nest, the last nest on the map. Like, just seems a little sus. I think I might leave Alfie up in the house. And then just run down to this cave. Just to make sure, you know, I don't need him getting eaten by polar bears either. Again, I should say. Oh, we haven't been up here in so long. I'm surprised that our wind turbines aren't. Like, it's still there and not broken. It has been a minute. 30%. There we go. Up we go. There you go, buddy. I'll even put you by the fire. Well, apparently we had stuff on the fire. I'm sure we don't anymore, but... Let's do... that. You can carry those. I think we're safe to put this stuff away. Alrighty. You warming up, buddy? Yeah. Perfect. Oh, and he leveled up again. Let's do that. Alright. We're gonna set a spawn here, just in case. And then we want to go just around the corner over here. Maybe. Ah, a little further. All right. Before I jump in here, I'm going to take a quick pause on my side. You guys are not going to notice anything. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Now, I'm probably preparing for nothing because it was only a 2-star, but something feels sus about this, you know? It just feels a little sus. So we're gonna prepare just in case. Come here. Okay. All right. Am I in the right cave? Okay. That's making noises.
You're really getting the hang of this.
Really?
Anything else? Nope. I reckon this one's just about over. If you're aiming to impress Sinatai, I'd say you succeeded. They'll notice this.
Well, holy crap, guys. I could have swore that we were going to get attacked by some sort of a land shark. And we did not. Which is fine. Gosh, there's a lot of wolves. And that means that we did it. We made it all the way through. We can hopefully make it back up. Oh, I know we can. I know we've ran up this before. I bet it's over here. That's why. Yeah. Yep, there we go. All right. Back to our little cabin up here. We've not used it much, but she's been good to us. So let's pop inside. And sit by the fire with our Moa. I hate how it puts the little things there. Let's see. Well, we did it. That is Styx. It was kind of anticlimactic, to be honest. It really wasn't too bad. I expected this big old boss fight to be at the end, but we just ran through the Arctic, destroyed some nests, and here we are. Honestly, that was... I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about a mellow ending, but we are officially done with Styx. We are gonna most likely be taking a break from this map for a little while. We're gonna keep all these places for when we return to Styx for our Great Hunts missions, but for our next, I'm not 100% sure on what we're gonna do next. I have a feeling it's gonna be Prometheus. That's kind of the way things seem to be leaning, which is great. I'm super excited because I've also never finished Prometheus. This is the first time I've finished Styx. And Prometheus, I've only done a little bit on. So everyone that has stuck around from the start or has joined us late, thank you very much. I shouldn't say late. This channel's just started getting going and you guys have been amazing. All the subscribers, I appreciate you. You're awesome. If you haven't yet, if you could leave a like and a subscribe, go ahead and join our Discord if you would like to. It's a great group over there. We have morning, evening, midnight people, a little bit of everyone, just get chatting and have a great time. It's so fun to have people to just talk to that are part of this community, and everyone is just so kind and just fun, which is awesome. I know I'm rambling. I will stop. But either way, I am going to be taking probably just a little bit off. We're going to post some recap videos from other things while I get prepared for our next series. But we should be back hopefully next week for the start of our next series once I have everything settled. And I will see you in the next.